The action is on here at South Plains. We've got our Wednesday night WSOP free roll. He's going to fold over to Kill Bill. He's going to want to see a flop. Makes a call. The 8-7 offsuit. Pocket fives for Jerry. A small blind. Gonna make the call. Ray's gonna check the king deuce. We're going three ways to a flop. Six, three, queen. Pocket five still in the lead. They check over to Kill Bill, who checks it back. Jack on the turn, changes nothing. Five still in the lead. Check from Jerry. Check from Ray. 16,000 to continue. Little move from the 8-7. He's going to get away from the pocket fives. Good bet from Kill Bill there. And Ray gets away from it as well. Great bet there from Kill Bill. Start off the stream tonight.
I don't know if he needed elbow, put his elbow in his back like that, but he has the right to the position, right to the area.
Automatic reversal. Texas gets 10 points. Cheating. Game's locked up.
Oh yes.
No way.
Texas successful challenge. Texas law.
Wasn't a challenge, right? Just a review.
Yeah, they just make sure it wasn't flagrant.
Pocket tens for Aaron. He makes it 12,000 to go. Three times the blind. Seven deuce of hearts for Kill Bill. Not going to play with it this time. Queen or King 3 suited in the diamonds. Ray is going to tag along. Michael in for 4,000. Going to make the call as well with Queen Jack of spades. Going three ways to the flop. Suited connectors, the suited king up against the pocket tens. Jack on the flop with three clubs. Jack will take the lead for Michael, but they check it to the turn, and a 10 is going to switch that up. 3 tens for Aaron. Call from Aaron with a set of tens. Now Ray with just the 3. Gonna get away from it. Going heads up to the river. The ace of diamonds. Michael checks. And Aaron checks his set. Afraid of the flush draw. Afraid of that straight that came runner as well. 2 straights got there on the river. Wheel and Broadway both come into play with the ace. Aaron will fold the 9 deuce. Albert, king 10 offsuit. Probably gonna want to see a flop. Jeremy, not quite the special. Queen Jack suited, all in this time for Jerry. Short stack, looking for a move, and he found it in the King Jack or Queen Jack of clubs. Now King 10, very callable here with the King 10, and he does make the call. Just gonna be a race. Jerry is at risk and behind. They sure do need each other's cards. Flop, deuce, ace, king, 3 diamonds. 1 diamond would seal the deal just a little bit harder for Albert. Great game from Jerry tonight. Leaves us with 8 at our final table.
Seattle and Minnesota are second intermission, and Seattle's only down 3. So you don't watch a sweet comeback.
The Lakers are up 14.
Oh, hell no.
You'd have to do
I need some points.
with some points.
Small blind, big blind.
30. Hey, he asked. I gotta start high.
How many do I want?
Let's see what else is going on.
6,000 to go.
Just the blinds now. King Queen for John George. It's a raise up to 15,000 from John George. And the good old 7 deuce for Aaron. Aaron has a chance to do possibly the funniest thing, but he just folds it.
What are you doing for the cap game still?
Probably want to game that down to a 3-bet.
Wow, we made 500 all week.
Kind of floating with our mic?
6 and 6.
Damn! I really want to call.
Change this map and put it on something else.
Oh, it's over by you. It's right behind you.
It's a call from Chewy with the King 10. John George makes it 15 again. He's got King Queen again. I guess that's a good reason to bet the same amount. This time Aaron wants to come along with the 7 high. 7-6 at clubs.
That should be a sound for that.
And Albert's in there. Chewy made the call. Going 4 ways to a flop. Jack 8-9 all clubs. Wow. Up and down straight flush for Aaron. Up and down straight flush for Chewy. And a gut shot to the best straight flush for John George. 26,000 is the bet. Albert makes the call. Chewy makes the call. John George is in there. All of us make our way to the turn. The 4 of spades does not change much, except now Albert and Chewy are drawing dead. All in from Aaron. Albert gets out of the way. Chewy up and down for the straight flush. It's going to be hard to fold this. And if the 10 were to come, which it won't, because he's got the 10, Aaron would have the worst straight flush. John needs the 10 that Chewy has for the absolute nut straight flush. Chewy makes the call. John George gets out of the way. He would need another club here on the river.
One-handed straight flush.
And the final card, no club, the 3 of hearts. Aaron's flush that he flopped is going to be good. And John George made a good, even though not very easy fold on the turn. So many straight flush cards out there.
His was good. But he didn't get the high flush. Okay.
I hope I cash.
They're playing out there, aren't they? Or they're waiting on a player, I think.
Yeah, we're definitely
Drinking this coconut water.
we're definitely gonna
Yeah, I don't even mind it.
Four hearts not
Oh, heart's not coming.
You're who I messed up on.
You didn't want that for me.
It's King Queen for JV this time. Up to 12. The men raise. Michael makes a call. Albert makes a call with the ace-4. And 8-5 for Kill Bill in the big blind. He's going to make the call as well. Going 4 ways to a flop. 10-9 of diamonds. King-Queen offsuit. 8-5 offsuit. And the ace-4 offsuit. All around the table. Flop. 10, Queen, 10. 2 pair for JV. Trips for Michael. JV makes it 18,000 to go. See if Michael calls with the 3 10s or if he is looking to start the bloodshed on the flop. Looks like just the call. Albert gets out of the way. Kill Bill gets out of the way. It's heads up to the turn. Jack of hearts on the turn. Interesting card. They check to the river. The 3 of hearts. 10s is going to be good. They check it down. 3 10s for Michael. He'll take down 100,000 chip pot.
I think this is Gary's Twisted Tea.
might have been.
Ray. Not going to look down at very much. Not going to get involved with the Queen 5. Ace 10. We'll raise it up to 12. Albert also has ace 10. Ace 10 of diamonds. Pretty hot hand tonight. King Jack suited for Kill Bill. $25,000 from the King Jack of clubs.
25.
Michael makes a call. Albert reaching for chips as well. He's in there. 3 ways to the flop. Ace 10, Ace 10 of diamonds up against the King Jack of clubs. Ten high flop, 2 diamonds. A bet of 10,000. It's also the gut shot for Kill Bill. All in from Michael on the flush draw. Not on the flush ball, with top pair. Albert with top pair and the flush draw. Free rolling, Michael. I think Michael would like his online opponent to raise. If you're listening. And whatever Michael has in online poker, I'm sure he feels just as good in this hand as he does in his online hand, but lots of trouble if Albert, and he does, Albert does make the call.
He's got diamonds though. Not the same, but not the same. The same, but different.
The same but different indeed. 1 diamond and none to come. It's going to be a chop. Michael and Albert chopped the 300,000 chip pot. Massive pot in between the ace 10s there.
See, he needed him anyways. He's got the world over here with the nut flush draw and the top pair, top kicker. Even if it's king or jack, it's gonna be a diamond. Wow.
Oh! Yeah, but that's great. What the fuck?
Michael not looking to gamble this hand. It's a min raise. It's 12,000 to go from John George with the King Jack. Queen 10 of spades for Kill Bill. Short stacked after the last hand. He's just going to make the call. Shucky Ducky, Ray's got deuces. He's going to want to see one as well. We're going 3 ways to the flop. Ace, 3, 4 on the flop. Gut shot for Ray's deuces. The flush draw for Kill Bill, he is going to be all in on the flop. Now Ray, he would be the best made hand if he did make the call. John George does not really have anything to call on. I'm sure Ray is worried about the caller behind. Ray lays it down, and John George does as well. Ace 3 was folded pre-flop. I believe it was Jeremy, JV.
Yeah, Jeremy. He said he's all with me. I was having cards.
I would have been if I would have kept on the cards.
Ace 3?
For AC.
Get away, go away.
Made the shitty A's.
Oh,
Now
he's then.
you shove none.
Yeah.
On the flop.
I only had so much stuff.
Small blind.
It was 12K
big blind.
pre-flop, man.
I don't know. I was in for 3. I didn't like it.
Been there, but I folded one earlier that was dumb.
Big call.
Two actually. Two big pots.
Yeah. The fuck?
Crushing him.
Eight should go.
King Jack suited for Albert. He's going to get in there. Ace 9 suited, same suit, both diamonds. Kill Bill. Once again, just going to make the call. Pocket 3s for JV. I feel like we've been here before. Ray's in there. Jack 5 of clubs. 5 deuce suited for Michael. Looks like a call from the big, or a check from the big blind, rather. He doesn't even have to put chips in. Of course, he's going to see a flop. Along with the other 4. 5 of Farwell's finest. Going to make their way to the first 3 cards on this hand. Deuce, 3, Queen, Rainbow. Flop set for JV. Looks like they check it over to Albert. He checks it to Bill, who checks it over to JV, who's going to ship it. 75,000. See if he can find a caller.
What I like to see.
Kill Bill. Holding the ace of diamonds, but not much else. And he shows him the ace of diamonds. He's going to get away from him.
And what else you have with that 3? I thought about making the hefty rate pre-flop. I just don't see anybody get folded.
You see who your neighbor is?
Yeah.
Not pre-flop. There's at least 2 at the table calling you.
Couple of spades for Aaron, not much else. 8-3 of spades. Probably going to just preserve all those chips he found somewhere along the way. Albert found an ace. He's going to make the call. Oh, deuces for JV. He doesn't feel the luck this time. Like the 3s, not so much the deuces. Just John, George, and Albert. Heads up to the flop. 5, 9, 6. Pair of 6s for Albert. Looks like he's reaching for some chips. And it's going to be a fold from John George. Here come the cards. Albert not going to be so blessed this hand. No ace. He wants no part of the 5 deuce. Kill Bill folds the Jackson 5. 6 deuce for Ray. Just a little bit better than Albert. All in from Michael. He's got the Jeremy special. Oh. No, it was a call from Michael and an all in from John George with the fours. Great shove there with the pocket fours. No way Michael can call 5-3 offsuit pre-flop there. And worst case scenario, if he has a hand he is calling with, it's likely a flip.
8 and 8. Come on, man.
Queen Jack for Kill Bill. He's gonna make the call with the Queen Jack. Queen 9 for JV. All in for Ray. Looks about 35,000 for Ray and a quick shove all in. It's Cowboys. Ace Queen for Albert. Albert calls. He's gonna need to find an ace.
You're all in, you're all in. Okay, never mind.
He said call.
Cowboys have the sixes in bad shape, but the ace queen could be trouble.
Kings.
One king. No, like one king.
9-10 deuce is the flop. Second 10 on the turn. And a jack on the river. Kings are going to hold. Two pair kings and tens with a jack kicker. Albert's going to have a little bit of rebate, it seems. But Ray, the short stack, will be eliminated. A great game from Ray tonight.
Good game, Ray. 121,
The $10 dealer tip. All that Ray was in for. More than enough poker to say you got your $10 worth. Started our tournament out here at 7 p.m.
One yellow.
Currently, what, 10:50? Not a whole lot of other places you can play 4 hours of poker for $10. Does he have the nuts? God, I hope he has the nuts if he's looking for a caller so bad.
Jimmy said keep it down, Mike.
Fun for the stream.
Ray, was Michael okay from the other night?
Ace Queen for JV.
I don't mind there. I don't mind the stuff there.
He was definitely not feeling like he normally was.
Yeah, he over-medicated.
Oh, was he? He just really wanted to play cards.
He's doing all right now.
Yeah, you know, he was making the right call. Except right there at the end.
Up to 16,000. Ace Queen for JV. A call from Michael. Now he's looking to gamble a little bit after the loss online.
16,000 total.
Queen Jack for Albert. He's in there. Ace 3 of clubs for Kill Bill. 16,000. If he was looking to get in here, I'd assume it would be a shove. Just a call. Looking for clubs on the flop. Some of the lower number cards. Going 4 ways to the flop. 5, 6, queen. Top pair, top kicker for JV. Also top pair, not top kicker for Albert. Over to Kill Bill, 45,000. He's going to shove all in. All in from JV. Michael gets out of the way, but Albert is going to make the call as well. This time, he is at risk.
With a runner to the straight.
Kill Bill looking for a club. He found 2 of them on the flop.
45.
JV would like nothing special to come out. In the lead with the ace-queen offsuit. Kill Bill with a lot of equity here, though. A 4 makes him up and down. Any club gives him the nut flush.
It's like 80,000.
95. Huh? Good luck, Albert.
Good luck, man. Good luck. Good luck.
2 cards to come. 3 players all in. 4 of clubs. And the ace not needed. Kill Bill is good on the turn.
That'll be all of it.
JV's going to get some rebate.
Can I count it? 95?
Looks like Albert was not at risk. He's got just a couple thousand behind.
Just 10, man. Good.
Big turnaround there for Kill Bill.
Yeah, 2 all in, and still have the same amount of swing after. I mean, he took a big hit, but still. When he came to this table, he knocked out OJ in the first hand, and knocked out Zach the next hand.
Believe it. Al's the destroyer.
Big hand against Michael.
Al's the.
Come on, man. 2 pair. Flop, flop, 2 pair. 2 pair.
Yeah, me.
8,000.
I think Michael and
Call the 8,000.
8,000.
call that hand. Like a triple up.
Aaron's in there. 5-4 of clubs. Ace Jack for Albert. You know what? Pretty good feeling when you left with 4,000, half a blind. You look down at a premium. The next hand, nothing better. Just a call again from Kill Bill. This time with the pocket 3s. Uh-oh. Pocket 10s, JV just gonna check. We're 5 ways to a flop again. 5-4 club, 6-5 offsuit, pocket 10s, pocket 3s. Albert all in pre-flop with the ace jack offsuit. Four ways on the side. 8, queen, 10, 2 spades. Flop set for JV. He's been all over those sets tonight. Kill Bill checks it over to him. Looks like he's crafting a bet. Want to put some protection out there against those spades, but at the same time, a set is certainly enough showdown value. He's going to bet a large stack. Looks like 35,000. Albert is going to need a king. He's actually live here. Flopped 4 ways to Broadway.
Had to take down the
Ace. 8. No 9, no king. Actually, up and down with that jack.
No, I had a vote. I had a vote.
Oh, two different straight draws, not up and down. The double gutter. It's kind of lost, trying to figure out. Albert had all sorts of that flop. The ace jack. It felt like there was a pretty good amount of equity there for just the gut shot. Great game from Albert tonight. We are left with 5 players. And John George looks down at ladies. Up to 25,000. King 7 for JV in the small blind. He'll get away from it. King 5 suited for Michael. He will not, I do not believe, get away from it. He will want to see a flop. Just takes a king. None on the flop. 1 diamond, though. Ace, 9, deuce. 2 spades. They check to the turn. The 8, no good for Michael either. Diamond draws dead. He checks it over to John George, who bets 25,000 again and will take it down on the turn. The ace kind of scary for those pocket queens. Luckily, no ace around the table.
That's how calling station life will get you. Chasing straights and flushes and aces.
Four cards to the street. Yeah.
Poker's about 2 things, Aaron. Chasing and racing. King 8 for JV. He's in the best seat in the house on the button. We'll make it 25,000 to go. 10-5 suited for Michael. Looks like he is going to make the call. John George in the big blind going to get away from the 6 deuce. We're going heads up to the flop. 10-5 of hearts up against the King 8 offsuit for JV. Flop 10-6-7. Gut shot for JV. Top pair for Michael. Big bet. And a quick fold from JV.
Bro, can we do something different? Something I don't like it. Just, like, literally, I did already listen to this.
I just literally just listened to this.
No, I heard all this. Put it on like 90s rock or something. 2000s rock. I'm down with Nickelback.
I just also go through emoji right here.
I don't know why people hate on this.
Kill Bill. Not much to look down at.
That's it? I thought you needed a password to log into all the TVs. Oh, man, I'm in. Controlling everything.
Michael. Queen 9. Gonna get in there. It's all in from John George. He's got the 9-7 of spades. Michael's gonna look at it one more time, but he cannot make the call with the Queen 9. Great move there. Pre-flop. Suited connectors. Best seat in the house. Guess your position doesn't matter much if you're shoving all in pre-flop, but...
Come on, long time no eat, man. Shit. Be straight. Be straight. Be straight. Be straight. Be straight.
Ace queen. Up to 20,000. Aaron with the 10-9 offsuit. Looks like he wants to play around. King, queen for Kill Bill. It's going to be hard for him to fold, especially in the big blind. And he does make the call. We're going 3 ways to a flop. Ace, queen. King, queen up against the 10-9. King, deuce, 8. Currently, Kill Bill in the lead. They check to the turn. The 7 of clubs. Now up and down for Aaron. 12,000 is the bet. Kill Bill, top pair. He makes a call. John George gets out of the way with the ace queen. Deuce on the river. Kill Bill holds. Uh-oh, 50,000. With the paired deuce out there. But it looks like Kill Bill is quick to cut out chips here. Whether or not he's quick to put them in the middle or not. Wow. Not just any amount of chips, it's everything. Incredible. Kill Bill doesn't even blink with the big bet on the river. Aaron's going to have to put it down. Great attempt with the missed draw for Aaron, but Kill Bill knows exactly where he is in this pot.
You up or down, Mike?
John George is going to make the all in on the ace-8 offsuit. Queen Jack for Kill Bill. It's a pretty rough call to make with Queen Jack. But looking at the equity, it's, you know, not too far from a flip. The real issue that Kill Bill's facing is hands like King Queen, Ace Queen. He's gonna get away from it. John's played pretty tight so far, so we see him kind of taking advantage of that image with these big pre-flop bets, these all-ins with 7-9 and ace-8. Seven deuce again for Bill. Oh, he's reaching for chips. 25,000 to go. A fold from JV. It's just Michael left. Michael, one of the hardest to get the fold from. He does fold. Great bet there from Kill Bill with the 7 deuce. He had to fold it earlier. I know he didn't want to. But he does get the 7 deuce through. Great hand from Kill Bill.
told you it was 6-4. You made it 80. To come put some money on there and join your table while I'm around these people's hands.
I want some of that action.
And Michael just rebet to 80 and the guy called it 6-4 also.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Seven. Seven of clubs. Seven clubs, eight of hearts.
Aaron's gonna get away from it, but not before the whole table sees. Uh-oh. JV. Just gonna make the call. Very sneaky with the Rockets.
Well, now you fold.
John George just gonna check the Queen 10. He's gonna need some help.
One jack turn. Jack turn. Jack turn. Jack turn.
10, 8, ace. Top set for JV. They check. A bet of 20,000 from John George. Quickly called, of course. Set of aces. The board is getting slowly scarier. Deuce isn't too bad for JV's aces. John George slows down. He checks it. Bet of 10,000. He's gonna have to call for a tenth of the pot.
Maybe I'll shove. More of those, man. More of those.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Any bet on the flop, I have to fold it.
You would have 7, 8.
Straight.
Tournament?
Yeah, no, fight.
Yeah.
Fight. Please.
Not with a 3 bet.
That's how you gave me king 8 twice. Give me 8 twice.
He was 89 and I think, oh, fuck.
Penalty. Go sit outside.
Lines all over. Straight for the flushes and 4 liners to the straight, 3 diamonds. Blanked all over. Check.
I raised $11 like four.
Oh, no?
Oh, there. I'll show you one.
I got it deep.
Yeah. That's good. Oh, that's really good.
Damn it! Come on, shove one time.
That is not that
That's
good.
2 sets for 3s. Keep doing it. Sets with the aces.
Mine's are it'll be 6,000. 12, 15.
I almost folded. I was like, fucking 3 hit me early.
King Queen. All in for John George. Jack 10 for Aaron. He's gonna have to lay it down. Ace 6 for Kill Bill.
12 and 12.
He's got the over, but it's really hard to feel good. with the 6 kicker.
1 point even.
It's just a race. It looks like he's reaching for chips. Looks like he's leaning towards the call. He makes it. Wow, wow, wow. He's got the high card with the ace. He's going to have to dodge kings or queens. Ace, deuce, 10. Good start. Queen needs to dodge a king or a queen.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Or a jack.
I folded a jack too.
4-liner to Broadway. John George saved by the river. What a sick run out for Kill Bill. Just going to be a dent. Kill Bill, quite the stack in front of him. But no one wants to lose the chips.
Oh, Andrew's here.
Looks like the cash game is slowly but surely building.
Well, you don't have to call.
45.
A raise to 45 from Aaron. Queen 9 of clubs. Michael makes the call. Going heads up. 120,000 chips in before the flop. Jack 9 up against the Queen 9. Deuce, deuce, 6. 2 clubs, or 2 spades in a club. Michael's going to check. Aaron's going to check. The turn card, the 5 of diamonds. All in on the turn. Michael's going to have to put it down. Great bet there from Aaron.
I also did not have this skill.
Jumping jacks for Kill Bill. Chance for him to earn some of those chip back. 50 to go. King 5 suited. Small blind for JV. Pretty cards, but are they pretty enough? Not quite. Michael. All in. Kill Bill. Gonna have to make the call. Ace 10 up against the pocket jacks. We got a classic race. The flop, 8-7 deuce. King 10 is no good for Michael. Great call there. He didn't even have to think about it with the pocket jacks.
Again, yeah, it's a no, plus 1. You got, I know somebody's jamming, Michael.
Oh, King 10. Yeah, turn, river, there you go.
You just gotta get all the way to the river.
That's it.
Let's hope.
Now king 10 off. No.
Well, it's going all in on the flop right there. You know if you call.
Yeah. I'm never getting there. I got the assassin behind me. Vietnamese assassin.
John, I appreciate my chick back now.
Very possible.
What the fuck? That's what two hands.
Aces for me. I'll take care of it. Aces for me. Crap for it.
Shucky Ducky. Pocket twos for Kill Bill. Glad to see someone finally putting the respect on the Pocket Twos name. The Rays pre-flop. All in, King Queen for Michael.
How much is it?
80.
55 out there.
Good luck, Colin.
Good luck, Abby.
Okay.
It's a race again. The deuce is up against the King Queen this time.
I like duck right there.
10, 5, 6, two clubs. The second 10 out there. And the 9 of clubs is safe. The Ducks hold. Great game from Michael. 2 flips in a row, not going his way. Can't win a poker tournament when you run bad. I guess there's probably the argument to be made that losing 2 flips in a row isn't the worst run in poker history. But it doesn't matter because we find ourselves at the bubble. Of course, everybody earns 1 point in our WSOP series when they find themselves at our final table on a Wednesday or Friday night. But only the top 3 earn more than 1 point.
I want to do 20 for the bubble.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's a call from Kill Bill. Ace 8 suited for JV. Looks like each of the top 3 is going to forfeit $20 to the 4th place player. So big congrats
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 60.
for locking in $60 at our final table.
12, right?
Ace 8 of clubs surely going to make the call. Sure does. Looks like all in from John George with Ace 7. Yucky, yucky, yucky. He's going to hate to see this if JV does make the call.
I'll play that second.
Yeah, definitely. You still in over there, John?
Am I what?
He left.
I was asking if you were still in over there.
Yeah, I'm still barely hanging in.
Let's see, Jam looking at 3 now.
I guess that's why I lose this hand.
He's going to save the chips. Get away from it. JV. Not an easy call, but if he makes it, he's in a great place.
Better than the last one.
Suited ace.
Oh.
Wow. I was going to say, very sticky pair of cards. He does get away from it. Another great bet from John George. Just narrowly escapes disaster. That hand.
Wednesday's always higher blinds? Or do they just raise the blinds
It
because
might
they
be
felt like
for like all the promo they got going on for
yeah, that makes sense.
I thought there was a couple bigger ones tonight.
There were some big
About 18 minutes.
Take it down, buddy.
It folds to the blinds, and Aaron says Kill Bill can have the walk. 17 minutes until we find ourselves at our final break tonight. Take a 15-minute break.
Yeah, there was one earlier.
Get some of the smaller denomination chips off the table.
One every day.
Make the math a little bit easier as we reach the nosebleeds coming back from break.
I hate those formats because they change them all so that they're all combined bags, and I hate that. We need more.
Yeah. A few more cards.
one more card.
Oh my god.
No, 4 more.
I like multi-flight tournaments, but I hate multi-flight tournaments where you
No wonder John George wanted another card. He was looking at a pretty one.
because I want to be able to play one flight, and if I make day 2, be like, I'm done with
Yeah,
this.
you're set. Yeah, you don't gotta worry about it.
I feel like if there's like 10 flights and you
Now
can
you're obligated to play more.
there's no point in playing one of them unless you're gonna play a bunch of them.
6-5 of hearts. He's gonna come along. He wants to see a flop 7-6. For JV in the big blind, he wants to see one as well. 3 ways to flop. Kill Bill, JV, John George.
I'm just not gonna play the first one because I don't want to play 10 flights.
5 Jack Queen Rainbow. Up and down for John George. Pair for Kill Bill. $22,000. Quick call from Kill Bill.
I only left 100 chips behind and he didn't put me all in. He just checked it.
JV is gonna get out of the way. A 6, now it's 2 pair. 2 pair for Kill Bill. Be a really bad time for a 9 or an ace to come out for Kill Bill here, because he's absolutely firing. 65,000 is the bet. Now John George under pressure. Kill Bill, an 80% favorite on this turn.
I started it, my bad.
You're almost out.
He's making the call. John George wants to see this final card. If it's an ace or a 9, he'll be good.
I missed the draw. I missed a huge draw.
The 8, no good for him. Kill Bill holds. Check and a check back. 2 pairs going to be good for 260,000 chips. A big pot for Kill Bill to extend his lead. The blinds are up. 8,000, 16,000, 16,000.
Neither do I. I don't hit gutters either. No, I know you do. I know. This might just be because I'm looking for it. When it's online, the backdoor flush comes a lot.
Yeah. And usually when you're behind, somehow you end up winning. Until you need to.
If the flop comes like club, hearts are coming to the river. I can almost guarantee it.
The front door flush never gets there.
Yeah.
Always the back door.
No, not never, but it's I feel like the backdoor comes more.
9 deuce in the small blind. JV.
The backdoor always comes in. Yeah, the flush gets there a lot.
Deal low, I feel like every other flop, a flush gets there.
Yeah, and then a boat on the river when the flush does get there. I'm fucked.
John George is going to receive the walk. Suited king.
Other than I have 4 pair and I can't vote up and lose to a straight or a flush.
Okay. Like, that should be a lucky hand, right? I paired everything.
30
Right? You know?
4 pair, I'm
That
at
should qualify as something, right? I mean, that takes a lot of skill.
I never
10-9. It's going to raise it up to 55,000 to go. Aaron has to lay down the baby ace.
Freezing over here, Faith.
Long time no eat, as Michael says.
He's got full thing. We got 7.
Nice cash game building.
I didn't even expect to make it this long. I was just trying to get a final table point.
All in from John George. The Brunson, no good for Aaron. 9-7 for Kill Bill.
I'll let you take this one.
I can beat that. With a face card.
Looks like a queen.
I had a queen. I didn't show you that.
Two fives.
Quick fold from John George. The Jeremy special, but it's for Kill Bill. Just the call. King 10 for JV. He's going to check. JV in the lead, but up against his favorite hand. King 7-4. Top pair for JV on the flop. But a bet of 22 from Kill Bill. He said all in, Kill Bill. You heard him. He's got a gut shot. I didn't realize the 4-7 there actually leaves Kill Bill drawing to 2 hearts, a 6.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I said, wow.
I heard him say something, but it
It
was
sounded maybe kind of like it, but I don't know if it was cool.
Definitely did not. I definitely did not say call, yeah. I just really wanted to beat you with this hand.
That's not even close.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have a better box. Maybe
I know you got
I'm not.
My bad. I thought I heard call. I apologize.
He does get away from it. JV's so excited to be beating Bill with the Jeremy special. He could not contain himself.
Been sick, right?
No.
Backdoor flush.
No, that was not
Maybe a 6. My 6.
I think it would have been the definition of sick.
We were just talking about that.
Yes,
So that's so gross.
backdoor flush. And I hit that balls. Backdoor flushes.
My bad. I thought I heard call.
Not quite as good as JV's hand was last hand, but the King 9 for Aaron. He does not like it as much.
What you have at that time, because anything is beating me. Obviously, I'll 5-5. I'm hoping to take mine at all.
It's a walk again for John George. Been catching a few of those. Probably people tired of calling just for him to shove all in with 9-7 of clubs or the ace-8 offsuit.
Oh, on the flop, 22,000. Bet one better than that.
Store that information.
Nuts next time, yeah.
10-9 for Kill Bill. Suited in the clubs.
I did that to test you, and then I played
He's going to make the call. Ace-3 suited for JV.
Except the second time
He gets away from it.
Now you call.
Very disciplined. 8-6 for John George.
He lies. Lies. I had one of them that time.
Aaron.
I haven't gotten a check on the big blind.
Aaron also with clubs. 6 of the 13 for our players here. Ace of clubs. Ace 4-5. Wow. The dream's still alive. They check it to the turn. Not a club. The 9 of diamonds. Kill Bill takes the lead. They check to the river. The second ace out there. A check over to Kill Bill. He makes it 22,000. Aaron calls with a 4. Gets the bad news from Kill Bill.
I had an ace. The last time I left with my ace, that was on show.
Hey, if only someone had made comment on that situation. The players are starting to learn, beginning to adapt. Pocket 9s for JV. See if he can go. What is it? 4 for 5 on sets? A raise to 40,000 to start us off from JV with those 9s.
You only got 16 in there.
There's a 9. He does make the call, holding one of those outs for JV. Only 1 9 left in the deck. Kill Bill just needs to find a jack. Seven, 6, 7. Check over to the 9s.
All gas, no brakes. Good bluff.
JV does not bluff, he says.
Yeah, I have.
Double Creed? Taking me right back to 99.
I was going to say, it seems about right. The year that Kill Bill graced the earth.
37. Maybe 38. That's the raise. I'm either 37 or 38.
He's either 37 or 38, but the bet is 35. Ace Queen for Aaron, likely to find the call, if not more. It is all in. Queen Deuce suited for Kill Bill. A little bit easier fold. Now it's the Ace 5. Easy fold for John George. Aaron's gonna get away with it. John George getting out of line pre-flop, emboldened by Creed.
Second or third group.
Flop little pair.
10-7 for Aaron. He's back to the usual now.
Backdoor flush got there. Oh, he had me out kicked. That's not gonna matter. Big blind and V line. We just did this.
3 minutes until that final break.
Fucking would have been sick there. He had queen 9 and 9 at the flush. Oh, that would be the case 9 on the floor.
Queen 9 for Kill Bill. Now Aaron gets it. Chasing and racing. JV gets away from an all-in from John George. 8-7 up against 9-10. Oh, Aaron in anguish.
Every fucking time. That's funny.
It has been great pre-flop play from John this final table. Even when he's behind, sizing and timing being used to rep bigger hands than obviously we get to see him holding, like ace-8 and 9-7. 10-9, not the worst hand up against the blinds.
I have to make a huge decision. Pre-flop is garbage.
Make him work for it.
All in. Aaron's got Cowboys. Oh my God. Dinner for two. Kill Bill's gonna have to get away from this. Ace-10 for John George. He does still have the over.
Next turn, you'll
A little bit of needling. Here comes the flop. 2-6-3. 9. 8.
I can't call.
They're gonna add it all up.
Alright, my blind's in.
Looks like it's gonna be close. Good game from John George tonight. Congratulations on 4th place. Congratulations to the remaining players. Top 3 have reached the money and earned themselves extra WSOP points in our WSOP series. We're gonna get one more before we run off for break.
Who did I tell? I told
Good job, fellas.
Zach.
How many points you got so far, Aaron?
This will be like 4.
Okay.
But I bagged the first one.
Fighting for the bottom there.
3 ways, first hand. In the last hand before we head off to break. 8,000, 16,000, 16,000. Aaron gonna get out of the way while it's free.
That's no smoke. No.
Hmm.
Yeah, it must be funny.
$58,000 to go. King 10 for JV. He could very well make this call here. Especially last hand before break. Feel like Malcolm might be getting himself in a bind here up against the King 10.
I 3-bet the flop. Yeah, I 3-bet the flop. You said pocket kings for me to be dead. I threw it down already.
Oh, son of a fucking bitch.
What a fucking turn. You haven't bet yet.
That's literally the worst thing I've ever done.
Do I call?
You got
Should I
stabbed.
call?
Or you bet.
Alright, I fold.
He does get away from it.
That big one's over here.
Kill Bill will take it down.
I was like,
Oh, that's nice.
And I will see you guys after break. We will be back shortly. I believe all of our players have made it back to the table. And we are back at 10,000, 20,000, 20,000.
That was good.
Yeah, that was big. I didn't know if they're streaming.
Thank you.
Suited king for Kill Bill to start off the action. JV makes the call, 7-5 of clubs. Aaron
30 on top.
gonna make it 30 on top, 50,000 total. He wants to bet enough to get a caller, but enough to get value. He does find his caller, ace queen up against the 7-5 of clubs. Heads up to the flop, and 3 clubs. What a nightmare. Queen high flop, 3 clubs. All in on the flop. Aaron with the ace queen. He's going to make the call. Gets the bad news. JV flopped the flush. 3% equity. And drawing down on the turn. 5 clubs out there, but with JV's 2 clubs, he's going to have the better flush over Aaron.
If I had a deuce, ace deuce.
It's going to be pretty rough dent in Aaron's stack. He's going to be the short stack now. Not that that matters too much. Just 3 blinds difference in between him and JV. Kill Bill. Still a bit of a lead over the other 2.
Put him on fucking clubs after I raised you. He's going long. You gotta have. First, you could have 1 club. It didn't matter. I was losing
This time it's King 7 of hearts for JV instead of Kill Bill.
right now.
He gets away from it just like Kill Bill did. 7 deuce. He's gonna give Kill Bill the walk.
How about jamming with 7 deuce?
That's what I was afraid of.
It's just a little bit worse for Aaron this hand than it was last hand. And just barely better for Kill Bill. Trades the 4 deuce for the king or the queen 4. He makes the call. JV with the queen 5. Ouch. He's gonna check. Six, king, 10, rainbow. Nothing for either of our players. And they check to the turn. 2 diamonds. The 8 of diamonds on the turn now. bets 40,000. Now JV folds. Shows the power of being the aggressor. These two guys have the same hand. They have nothing. So the guy who puts chips in the middle is going to be the one who takes it down just about 90% of the time. It's hard to find a caller with the queen high. Technically the possible bluff combinations that could come out on the river for them to earn the pot, but no reason not to assume that Kill Bill is betting to protect from those diamonds. And all it would have taken was a pair. Ace 9 this time for Kill Bill. First act as well with the Ace 9. It's a raise to 100. King 4, JV gets away from it fast. Kill Bill's going to take it down pre-flop. The diaper for JV, 3 deuce. Wants no part, especially while it's free to fold. Suited jack, make the call. 10-5 suited for Kill Bill in the big blind. He'll just check. We're going heads up to the flop. Wow, ace, king, 8, 2 clubs out there. It's a bet of 40,000. All in. A quick fold from the original better there on the flop. Good check raise there from Aaron.
That's a good stab, no.
Clubs, baby, let's go. Everybody's in the flush on the big blind. Oh, you were in the small blind. I was
Small.
Yeah, I was in the big blind.
I almost folded. Like,
Yeah, you should have. Just give me a walk one time.
you started? No, you had to. You had to.
This time it's the suited diaper for Aaron. It's a lot harder to fold than the 3 deuce offsuit. But he manages somehow to get away from it again. This time the suited jack for Kill Bill. A check from JV. He's got a mystery hand. Sweating it out with Kill Bill. 7, king, queen, 2 hearts out there. He checks it over to JV, who checks it back. Third diamond out there, the 9 of, or the third heart out there, rather, the 9 of hearts. $30,000 to go. Quick call from Kill Bill. And now 4 hearts on the board. He checks, and it's the 4 of hearts for the flush. JV gonna get there on the river. Kill Bill. First act. He's got the 10-5 again. No need for the 10-5. Now JV. Pocket nines. He has been running super hot with the pocket pairs tonight. It's like 3 for 4, 4 for 5 on flopping his set. Nine's one of the hands, I believe, where it did not come for him. Maybe he's looking to make up 60,000. Snap fold from Aaron. Once again, JV with the pocket nines up against one of his outs. Last time it was pocket nines up against the Jack 9 of Kill Bill. This time, was it the 9-3? 9-3 from Aaron there?
Players who either haven't played very long or don't know well enough how to value that is they just jam when they feel any aggression.
Right.
They just raise them, they jam. And it's like, dude,
See what JV feels about this hand.
easy. Oh, if you threw that in there, maybe I come along and
Right.
He gets away from the 7 deuce. Pocket threes for Aaron. Hot, hot, hot. He's all in. Quick call. Pocket fours for Kill Bill.
wow.
How rough does it get? Aaron at risk and behind. He's gonna need to find a 3 here. Queen, 8, queen. 8.
5 or higher.
6. It's a chop. What a run out. 8 queen, queen, 8, 6 for the split in between the pocket threes and the pocket fours.
You would have played? You said you would have played?
The 7 deuce would have been good. Wow, wow, wow.
5 or higher is a fucking 6.
What a run out. Miracle for Aaron. He's going to get another chance.
Dude, I had, the odds, I had more odds of, 3 bucks me up.
Nine deuce for Aaron. Jackson 5 for Kill Bill in the small blind. He's going to stick around.
Just check.
Jack 7. Check from the big blind. JV. Going to face down Kill Bill. We've got another chop opportunity back to back here. 5, 5, 7. Uh-oh. It's not going to be a chop.
We chopped Jeremy's blind.
A bet of 25. Jeremy betting is 7.
You got the better end of the stick. You get my 8.
Oh, yeah, we chopped the hand. Yeah.
Quick call from Kill Bill with his trip 5s on the flop. The 4 doesn't change much. The real sick card here is the Jack, right? If it were to come on that river. He checks it over with the trip 5 still, playing very sneaky. A check back, JV slows down. It's the king of clubs on the river. Kill Bill might feel pressure to bet here. 75,000 and a snap call. JV's going to receive the bad news. Trip 5s over the 2 pair 5s and 7s for JV.
Call for a 3 and 7, 8, right? Because I called for an 8 and it came.
Yeah, and then when I was.
You're like, why did you want an 8?
Like, why do you want
No, because I knew a 3 wasn't fucking coming. Let's chop it. I'd rather chop it than lose.
That was crazy. Opportunity.
Prime chop.
9-7 suited for Kill Bill. First act could very easily just get away from it. But it looks like he wants 9-7 suited. Big bluffing hand pre-flop. I guess it's not the worst hand to look down at, especially three ways. He bets 50,000 and he's gonna take it down. Just weird that we've had the 9-7 big 3-bet pre-flop twice now on the final table tonight. Once from John George, once from Kill Bill. The blinds have gone up. It's 15,000, 30,000, 30,000. Nine seven this time for JV. Let's see if he raises. What? He folds. And it's a walk, 9-6. A good old dinner for two for Kill Bill. Ten nine for Aaron, first act. He's all in. King 3. Pretty much impossible to make the call here with King 3. He lays it down. 10-6 of diamonds in the big blind. There's just so much in the middle. He's going to get away from the suited 10. Good full. Dominated up against the 10-9. Holding one of his diamonds, too.
Deuce has been hot today.
Kill Bill's got a mystery hand this time. We will not be sweating it out. King 9 suited for JV. He's certainly going to be in there. Could even be the raise. Sure is. Looks like a raise to 80,000. Folds the Queen 7 offsuit. A lot of fight in our final three tonight. No one looking to be eliminated.
We all just knock each other out already?
This time, Queen 9 for JV. Slightly worse than the King 9. Reflected in his action, I suppose. All in, 10-8. 7-6 suited for Kill Bill. Snap call. Ooh-wee. Kill Bill getting bored. He's looking for action. Here comes the flop. Ace, King, 8. Jack, no help can come for Kill Bill. Big double up for Aaron. He's going to be just under Kill Bill's stack. Aaron first act this time with the 7-6. A little bit of a reverse. He's going to get away from 7-6. Jack 3 for Kill Bill in the small blind. Wow, wow, wow. Up to 80,000 with the Jack 3. Great bet. JV's going to have to fold the Texas Dolly, 10 deuce of diamonds. King 8 for JV. In the small blind. All in. Oh my word. Ace King for Aaron. I don't know if I've seen a call happen so fast. JV needs an 8 from space. The King treble on the flop. And no help to come for JV. Great game from JV tonight, earning himself third place, 2 WSOP points, and looked like 175 to third. Now we are heads up.
This guy has king 2.
Our final 2 players. Looks like JV might have just a couple chips behind.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know about like 5.
Wow, wow, wow. Great game from JV. No rebate. Down to our final 2, Kill Bill and Aaron. Two of Farwell's finest. Also, 2 of Farwell's favorites.
I got 16.
Button's going to be on Kill Bill. Ooh-wee. First hand heads up. Pocket 7s. The lucky 7s for Kill Bill. He doesn't feel so lucky. The big bet is going to induce a fold. Kill Bill. Bit superstitious about the 7s. Lot of final table bad beats. Plenty of monsters under the bed. The longer you play poker, the worse war stories you're going to come across. Eight, 9 suited connectors for Aaron. Big raise. 6, 9 suited for Kill Bill. He's going to make the call. Kill Bill's gonna want to find a 6 or some hearts here. Wow. 3-7-6. Kill Bill takes the lead, but just barely up and down for Aaron. Open-ended. The 6 in the lead. We are all in. The 4 does not change anything. Nor does the 3. The 6 is going to hold. If Aaron has any left, it's going to be very, very little. Looks like 20,000 behind. It's going to be one more hand.
Oh,
It looks like the game will be coming to an end. Great game tonight from all of our players, especially those who made it all the way to our final 3 and to our heads-up battle in between Aaron and Kill Bill. Thank you to all who came along and watched it as well here at South Plains Poker. We'll be back Friday night for our Friday night free roll. Thanks for watching.